Colts QB Anthony Richardson leaves game with hip injury. Richardson has been ruled out against the Pittsburgh Steelers with a hip injury. The second-year quarterback, who was returning from a season-ending shoulder injury that limited him to 4 games last season, took a hit to his right hip area following a 14-yard run and immediately grabbed his side. He remained down on the turf for a moment before rising and walking to the sideline unassisted. After shaking off the injury for a few minutes, Richardson returned to action after missing 2 plays, during which veteran Joe Flacco stood in for him. But on Richardson's first play back on the field, he carried the ball 1 yard before taking a hard hit from Steelers linebacker Minkah Fitzpatrick with 3:58 remaining in the second quarter. Richardson then left the game again and returned to the locker room with the team's medical staff. He emerged early in the second quarter, running out of the tunnel with his helmet strapped, looking ready to return to action. But he was never inserted into the game, and he was officially ruled out a few minutes later. Richardson's health has been an important factor in his young career. The 2023 No. 4 pick sustained a concussion that kept him out of the Week 3 game last season before he sustained a season-ending AC joint sprain in his right, throwing, shoulder. Richardson started the first 3 games of 2024 without incident. Terms of use privacy policy interest-based ads copyright ESPN Enterprises, Incorporated all rights reserved. Packers Wr. Christian Watson ruled out with ankle injury. Rob Demitsky, ESPN staff writer September 29, 2024, 3:10 p.m. ET. Share like open extended reactions like 29 Green Bay, Wiz. The Packers lost receiver Christian Watson to a left ankle injury in the second quarter of the game Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. Watson was the intended target of a Jordan Love pass that was picked off by Vikings linebacker Cam Grugier-Hill, who cut in front of Watson. In the process, Watson's left leg got caught underneath him. After being down for a short time and attended to by the medical staff, Watson was able to walk off the field and into the injury tent under his own power. However, after a brief examination in the tent, Watson was carted to the locker room. It was Love's second interception of the season in as many games. He threw one in the season-opening loss to the Eagles and then missed the next 2 games because of a left knee injury. Watson had 5 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown in the first 3 games, but 2 of those games were in a limited passing attack with Malik Willis filling in for Love, a quarterback. The Packers trailed 2-7 at halftime. They did not score until a 16-yard touchdown pass from Love to Jayden Reed with 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Terms of use privacy policy interest-based ads manage privacy preferences copyright ESPN Enterprises, Incorporated all rights reserved. Saints T.E. Taysom Hill, L.B. Willie Gay leave game with injuries. Catherine Terrell, ESPN staff writer September 29, 2024, 3:09 p.m. ET. Share like open extended reactions like 5 Atlanta, New Orleans Saints tight end Taysom Hill left the game Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons with an abdominal injury in the second quarter and did not return. He was ruled out of the game in the third quarter. Hill scored 2 rushing touchdowns in the first half, had a key block on a 13-yard gain by running back Alvin Kamara, and gained 7 yards on a 4th-and-1 play to set up his own touchdown. Those touchdowns were the first 2 scores of the season for Hill, who left a Week 2 game against the Dallas Cowboys with a chest injury. Hill was taken to a local hospital to be evaluated with what Fox Sports said was diagnosed as a bruised lung. He did not play in last week's game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Hill appeared to be clutching at his chest/abdomen on the field following a play in the second quarter and jogged to the sideline. He went into the injury tent and quickly left with athletic trainers to go to the locker room and did not return. Saints linebacker Willie Gay also left the game early and was ruled out, leaving the Saints short-handed at linebacker after Demario Davis, hamstring, missed the first game of his career due to injury.